We can't. I don't know why we have to keep struggling and struggling. We have to make it deadline. Maybe at midnight. Now that's when we use this. And I'm sure it's midnight when we have got to sleep. We just get a
press release.
A press release from the NFF that this team had released, and that's I don't understand. But I think let's get the ground running. Let's hit the ground running. It's just as simple as anything.
Right.
Other teams have done this. So what is it taking us?
Yeah.
Today said the English league is up and running, where our best players play. They've gotten their team list. What we are still struggling to just get 3 players out of the 26 we have.
Okay, Tunde, let's talk about other African teams. If you're not so confident about Nigeria, no, I don't like that. I'm not going to take that from you. I mean, I'm not going to say that. I mean, we're talking about African teams, not Nigeria. But Bayana is well prepared. Are they not?
No, the Bayana is not participating.
No, I'm just talking about.
It's Ivory Coast.
No.
And Cameroon.
What I'm saying is, we have other teams that are, African teams that are well prepared, and we also have teams going to this competition, better prepared than Nigeria. So, in terms of preparation, we do have some countries that do take African women football seriously. So that's why I'm going to ask you if you think that any of the other teams going to this competition, can rise to the challenge.
Well, Cameroon seems like the only team. I mean, Ivory Coast is just appearing for the first time, so I don't really expect. They're just probably going for the experience. Actually, they did appear before when it was just a demonstration tournament in China. I think that was 1991.
91.
Yeah, they were the only African team that was there. Then they were beating Black and Blue on the receiving end of some ridiculous score lines. But it's excellent for them. It's excellent participation for them. It will only serve to make their football stronger, considering the fact that they qualified ahead of major countries like the Black Queens of Ghana and the Bayana of South Africa. So this will serve to improve the quality of their football. But I don't think they are going to set the stage alight. Sparks won't fly. They are more than happy to just participate. Cameroon, on the other hand, while they might not be entirely big on talent, you cannot fault their commitment. You cannot fault their intensity. You also cannot fault the fact their fitness as well. So they will give a few teams a run for their money. Probably end up on the end of probably a 2-0 or a 1-0 scoreline somewhere and crash out in the first stage. But Nigeria, that is actually the major contender for Africa.
Not do so well.
That will not do so well. When you consider the fact that other teams in our group, Australia, have named their team. They qualified in a strong Asian qualifying confederation, coming second only to Japan, losing 1-0 in the final. That tells you a lot.
Okay.
The United States of America, we know them. They have a player there, the captain, Rapinoe. I think she has over 300 caps for her country. We also have Sweden as well. Decent team that has a very strong domestic league. They've been preparing tremendously too. Coached now by the former U.S. national team coach, Pierre Sonhage. Oh. These are teams that are light years ahead of Nigeria in preparation. If we get a draw in our group, I will celebrate.
Don't let's get scared. Don't let's get scared. Don't let's get scared.
Don't
let's get scared. All right. We still hope that the Super Falcons will put up a decent performance when the competition begins. But finally, before I allow you guys go, maybe a 2-word response from you guys. Nigeria plus all the other African representatives, how far do you think they can go? Do you see anybody making out of the group stages? I mean, let's not, just look at it.
You said 2 words?
Yes.
Not far.
Okay. No,
First round knockouts.
All right.
That's 3 words.
that was 3. But it still says the same thing, actually. Guys here are not expecting any of the African representatives to go far. And the reason is obvious. It's for the eyes to see. But like we do in Nigeria, we hope against hope. And we keep hoping that the Super Falcons will do us proud. The results won't go the way the preparations have been. The results will be different from how they've prepared for this tournament. Guys, I want to thank you for your time as we go on the break. I want to thank you for coming. Hope you'll be available tomorrow as well. Yeah. All right, we'll go on a break. It's time to talk basketball now. When we return, Femi Adefeso joins us, and we will be looking at all the things happening in the slamming and dunking game here in Nigeria. Join us again.
Snatch that championship trophy. Here we go. The jump ball. Kingsley Ojaburu with that execution. It is Union Bank taking on Lagos Islanders. And let's see who gets the better of each other today. without Union Bank playing with just 8-man rotation. And let's see that experience they said you don't buy from the market. A little wonder, one of the greatest point guards ever known in the GST in the Nigerian League. The very first blood drill there by Ilaria Igbokaudi, putting it back in the traditional role, combo guard. 3-point attempt, that was the pressure shot, didn't come up. Fast break, Island Union Bank looking to take 2-man-on-1. And they got it done. Oladipupo Papa Oshunobi. Former
fouls most players commit.
Yes, Awotobi is bringing, you can see the another trademark is drew a foul. Experience the side you don't buy in the market. It is type of play that kind of seen him at University of Boston resting his number 34 jersey when he played alongside Kevin Garnett in the University of Boston. He never get drafted, but had a flourished career out there in Europe.
Of course, one of them was winning the Eurobasket Champions League, I must say. It's a big one.
All right, welcome back. Femi has just joined me, and we'll be taking a look at the things happening. But first, Femi, let me welcome you. It's been 1 week. You were here last week. So let me welcome. What's happening on the domestic scene? I know it doesn't get bigger than the All-Star game that we're going to see this weekend.
Definitely. That's the crescendo of all activities when it comes to domestic basketball anywhere in the world. You know, at the midpoint of every season, there's always a celebration of the players, you know, and getting them closer to the fans. That game is just a game for celebration. You know, it's necessarily not about winning. It's just about showing flair, having fun, showing the extra skills that you wouldn't show on a regular day. Okay. Because when it's business time, you really don't want to push it.
All right, I'm told Sonny Young is ready for us. Hello, Sonny.
Hello, Yemi, and sporty greetings once again to all our Sports Tonight viewers. I am hearing bits and pieces of the program, but I want to give you a quick NBA update.
All right.
Later tonight in Oakland, California, Game 2 between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. The Warriors lead that series 1-0. They rallied in the first game from a big first-half deficit. I think it was 16 points. They ended up winning 110-106. There are injury concerns regarding Houston's big center, Dwight Howard.
Okay.
He hurt his left knee in that first game, and right now he's questionable for Game 2. Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, said he doesn't know at this point whether Howard will play. That would be a big loss for the Rockets. I do want to point out that two of the key players in that series, Stephen Curry of Golden State and James Harden of the Rockets, they were both named to the NBA's all-first team on Thursday. Quickly run down the 5 starters for our Sports Tonight viewers. LeBron James was a unanimous choice, as well as Stephen Curry. The 3 other players are Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Pelicans, Marc Gasol, the big center for the Memphis Grizzlies, and James Harden of the Rockets. So there you have it. Harden, Curry, Gasol, Davis, and LeBron James. They're your all-NBA first team.
Okay.
And want to point out the other series going on now in the NBA playoffs, the Eastern Conference
that's what I
Finals
wanted to talk to you about.
between
the Atlanta Hawks and the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that will resume on Friday night in Atlanta, Georgia. LeBron and the Cavaliers looking pretty good right now, Yemi. They won the opening game of that series, 97-89. Big star for the Cavaliers. LeBron had a great game, but J.R. Smith was just smoking hot, in the words of his coach. Smoking hot from outside. He made 7 3-point shots. And every time he made a 3-point shot, he acted like he was like firing a gun. He would cool off his finger like that after he hit a 3-point shot. So J.R. Smith was one of the big players for the Cavaliers in that opening game.
All right, Tony, let me really ask you something outside basketball. Thanks for the updates anyway. Talk to us about your team, the United States. When the competition begins, we won't be friends because we're going to be on opposing sides. But tell us about your team. How far do you think they will go?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Yemi. I'm having audio problems on my end here in Washington, and I can't hear your question.
I'm asking about the United States female team.
At Game 1 in Atlanta was none other than boxing champion Floyd Mayweather. They showed his face on the video screen